Most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, we talked earlier about the snowpack sitting at 150%, but what impact does that have on the drought?
That is the question. Thomas, do you have an answer?
Well, we're slowly chipping away, but that's the key thing here, chipping away. We're not really making big strides at it just because we're in such a bad situation when it comes to our drought. But when it comes to the extreme drought, which is closest to the highest level, which is exceptional, we have roughly 2% of the state in exceptional drought, 31% of the state in extreme drought. That's down by about 5% compared to last week. But it's important to note that this drought monitor really only goes through Tuesday and not through Thursday. So we'll see what next week's updates bring, but we're chipping away. We'll take it. We are going to start to settle into some calmer weather, though, because the system that brought us snow overnight last night and early this morning beginning to move away to the east. Still a little bit of lingering snow, more or less right along the Colorado and Utah state line. Just about all the snow in northern Utah coming to an end with just a very few lingering showers up in the higher terrain. So what we're tracking for you, calmer skies ahead, but we will get some pretty chilly days and some very cold nights. You're going to want extra layers on extra layers over the next couple of nights, no matter where you are across the Beehive State. But by next week, temperatures will start to get a little bit closer to our seasonal averages. For perspective, the average high in Salt Lake City this time of year, upper 30s, while the overnight low in the middle 20s. And we're roughly going to be about 10 degrees below both of those in the next couple of days. One thing I do want to keep your attention on, though, is the avalanche danger. It remains considerable in the backcountry. With all the fresh snow that we had, you want to stay in bounds and stay on those groomers. There's plenty of fresh snow for everybody out there to enjoy. So continue to avoid the backcountry, at least for now, until that avalanche danger gets a little bit better. Here's the view from Snow Basin right now. Mount Ogden looking incredible. Absolutely stunning. Just covered in snow. Snow Basin around 3 feet of snow, while some resorts like Little Cottonwood Canyon picked up closer to 5 feet of snow plus. Meanwhile, down in southern Utah, nice and calm in St. George, a beautiful view of the Red Rock here. Temperatures, though, on the chilly side, no matter where you are. 20 degrees in Logan, it's 28 degrees in Salt Lake City, 45 degrees in St. George, and those temperatures will be plummeting as we go through tonight, but it will come with at least those calm skies. As we begin the future cast, any snow that's left over in eastern Utah moves into Colorado tonight with winds out of the northeast, though. One thing I am keeping an eye on is we could see a little bit in the way of canyon winds in lower Washington County. So don't be surprised if you see some breezy conditions late tonight and first thing tomorrow. With high pressure in charge, though, through Friday afternoon and into this upcoming weekend, really not going to be talking about much in the way of any wet weather. But with that system clearing, that's going to open the door with winds mainly being out of the north. That's going to set the table for those very chilly days and frigid nights that will be continuing through Saturday. Going into Sunday, though, that's when we start to see the coldest of the air begin to move away and those temperatures will start to moderate. Look at some of these overnight lows, dropping to 13 degrees in Salt Lake City tonight, 7 degrees in Cedar City, and Logan possibly dropping below zero, while St. George will be in the low and mid-20s with those daytime highs tomorrow being more than 10 degrees below average, mid-20s in Salt Lake City. St. George, it's low 40s for our Friday and Saturday, overnight lows in the 20s, but temperatures looking more reasonable for west to maybe go golfing down in Washington County, getting close to 50 by the middle of next week. Then along the Wasatch Front, it's mid to upper 20s for those daytime highs, overnight lows in the teens. Bundle up. But again, looking a little bit closer to averages Tuesday into Wednesday of next week and possibly adding in some wet weather once again.
So you're saying we can't go golfing along the Wasatch Front?
I mean, a little chilly for me. You could do some ice golfing.
I saw some people at the driving range the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
What is too
Dedication.
cold for you?
Yeah.
I'm turning into a fair weather golfer.
Seriously.
I'm not into that cold stuff anymore.